Welcome to Skull and Shackles, session 1 or 2. I think it'll just be session 2 because I named the other one session 1. My name is Pablo, and these are my lunatics.
Number.
What?
I said that's how numbers work.
That's how
One,
numbers.
two.
Yeah. My name is Pablo, and these are my lunatics. Welcome to Skull and Shackles. We're gonna get started soon. I'll just do the recap. It's fine. Dr. Crane, go to 2 hero points for. Wait.
Hopefully soon.
Dr. Crane, go to 2 hero points.
Okay. Now you can come up with it.
Last session was a very short one. Basically, the party started out in a tavern called the Formidably Made, did a little bit of gambling, did a little bit of banter, got to know each other slightly. There were some suspicious-looking pirates in the room, but nobody cares other than maybe Maisie, who gave him a stink eye. But then people started getting a little drunker, a little slurrier, a little tipsy, but past the normal amounts of tipsy, past the point where you all fell unconscious and fell
I didn't even drink.
on the ground. You might have eaten something. Who knows? You definitely saw your boss, quote unquote, getting paid by the pirates at the end there, Sue, as well as Maisie. So you were betrayed. That's fine. You just remind me of that though. So that was the end of last session, and we're gonna start officially Skull and Shackles session 1. I guess I'll pause the recording for a second. Anyway, moving on. Let's start with session 1.
Oh my god, we're playing.
We are.
I've been waiting like 2 hours for this.
You all awaken in somewhat oppressive darkness. As you stir, you remember what happened last night. Laughter, gambling, excess, a lot of fun, and then throbbing headache. Throbbing. Dehydration, your mouths are parched. Cotton tongue. You stir on the hard, unforgiving floor beneath you, each bump and splinter pressing onto your skin. The air is thick and musty, smells of damp wood and stale sweat, and of course you hear, and let me actually know if you hear this, the sea. Do you hear the sound effect? Yes? No, you don't hear the call relaxing ASMR sounds of the beach at sea. Turn your volumes up if you guys don't hear that. I'll turn it up. Let me know if you hear it.
Oh, there we go. Right.
There we go.
It's very quiet. Yeah.
Okay. I've turned it up, and you can turn your volumes up slightly.
Which one is it? Is it? Oh, it's music. Okay, right.
It's under playlist volume. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are hearing it.
Anyway. Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, perfect.
Go to the little icon up at the top. It looks like a music thing and says playlist.
No!
Boy, I've not heard that one in a few years.
I need you to go to global volume controls at the top right there. That looks like a little... Anyway. Behold this claustrophobic. And as you guys...
It's what?
Claustrophobic.
Oh.
And as you guys
it's in a small space.
Are starting to stir, I will give you potentially 30 seconds of role play before something happens. Go.
It appears as though we have been kidnapped. How exciting!
No
loud.
shit.
That's loud. Be less loud. Be less
Well, I've
loud.
been laying here for several hours, completely conscious because I don't sleep.
Be
So
less
that's
loud.
what being drugged feels like.
Dum. Go ahead.
Alright, who pissed off pirates? Anybody here owe them money?
They owe
Favors?
me money.
Immediately look at high stakes Harrigan. Anybody owe anyone money?
My mills never upset anybody.
Hey man, I know better than scam pirates. Wait, right? And
I don't know.
high stakes looks at Ace.
Yeah.
Where's Ace?
Ace
Ace is with you. I forgot Ace.
Can I ask if Zeresso did actually drown in his porridge?
No, Zeresso is here. Actually, Dr. Crane, you were press ganged a couple days ago. All right, so you're in the ship. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. So before you can do much more, no, he is not. Before you can do much more, you hear several pairs of heavy footsteps echoing as the harsh light of a lantern pierces the gloom as it stabs painfully in the eyes, and you see a few people making their way forward. You will see the main one, the person up front. Some of you may recall him from the tavern last night.
Mr. Whitney.
With 6 rough-looking pirates behind him. Well, 8 at this point. An expression that might be mistaken for pain, but which is clearly an attempt at a smile, bruises this gentleman's face as he will crack the whip in his hand and scream, "Still abed with the sun over the yardam! On your feet, you filthy swabs! Get up on deck and report for duty before Captain Harrigan flays your flesh into sausage skins and has fish guts fry you up for breakfast!"
I do not have flesh, but show me to the kitchen and I will do my duty.
Did you say Captain Harrigan?
You call this a bed? Needs more silk.
Master Scourge.
Besmara's tits. You look like I feel.
Will walk forward and crack his whip in a threatening manner. Next person to say something fucking funny will get the whip.
Something fucking funny.
Lyogan, he will crack the whip at you. This is non-lethal damage, and it's automatically going to hit as you are there, as you take 5 damage.
I believe I was agreeing with you, sir or ma'am.
Get up! Now!
Zarasto stands up. I thought I disliked this person over here, but he's got smart mouth. Kind of nods to Lyogan.
I do not have the throne condition.
Someone's got a power kink. I can work with that.
You guys are unceremoniously led. Unless you're... Does anybody kind of not go along? The NPCs are going along as well. Anybody kind of resist? Not yet, sir.
I mean, are they gonna grab us?
If you don't agree to, they will. And or rip you.
I mean, I'm not gonna go fast.
I'm not resisting, but I am trying to sort of adjust myself so I can socialize nicely with the other crew, with the other prisoners.
I have a built-in fire damage laser beam. I could sink this ship immediately.
Maybe
Zarasto just kind of shrugs and gets up and goes along.
Maybe don't talk about setting fire to the ship that we're on.
It's hard to cook food at the bottom of the ocean.
Our hands are kind of bound, robot man. Be careful with that. Whatever you call it.
They were not actually. What would you have been? No, you just don't have any of your equipment on you. Is the big?
Who bound your hands?
Is the big thing.
Damn, should have played a monk.
Do you find
Only one's bound.
Now is not the time for fighting, Besmara. That comes later.
Are led either. They try to lead you, like they will follow behind you, and anybody who's slowed will get either kicked in the shins or just pushed ruggedly forward as you're led to the main deck. So I will actually change scenes here for a second.
I will need a list of dietary requirements and allergies immediately.
Let me 1 second, please. There we go.
When was the last time I ate an orange?
3 weeks, 7 days, 4 hours, and 14 minutes ago.
On the way there, before we do anything, who's recalling knowledge as an exploration activity?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else?
Probably. I mean, I have knowledges, right? I'm intelligence based.
I have, if you don't have the recall knowledge macro, grab it from the macro bar on the bottom left. And both of you, Sue and Maisie, hit a recall knowledge macro, please. Excellent. Sue, believe it or not, Maisie, you didn't roll it's good enough for both.
So
of
wait,
you. Yeah, good enough for both.
We have 3 intelligence characters. Oh, great.
Good enough for both of you. High stakes. Are you going to be recalling knowledge as an exploration activity overall?
Not really. I'm just trying to find the macro.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I saw you click a couple times. That's fine. No
Oh,
worries.
yeah.
Both Maisie and Sue realize the oily nutmeg on your tongue is a clear sign of oil of Taggart poisoning. Having had some, well, poisoning overall, you realize that this oil was added to your food and or drink, and it was a little bit. You do realize your rum tasted a little strange last night. Also, Maisie and Sue, you remember seeing this guy, Master Scourge, at the tavern last night. And potentially Mr. Plug as well, but we'll get to that later. Master Scourge leads you all to the deck of the ship where a bunch of other pirates are waiting, more than the tokens pictured here. And as you make your way forward, let me just double check here. You're in a sizable ship in the middle of the ocean. You are far from any land. As you look around, this is whatever. This ship's not here. It is sea as far as you can tell. And if you are to look around, nothing. Maybe an islet in the distance at the most. Figures cluster everywhere. And as Mr. Scourge and leads you forward, you will see a broad, muscular man with a shaven head, long beard, with gold rings, and an eye patch. Clearly, the captain.
Kratos.
The
He's large sized.
token large for comedic effect, or not comedic effect. I'll make him a little smaller though, but he's a
For
big boy.
intimidation.
Intimidating effect. Yeah, he's a big boy. It's a little too small. Hold on. There we go.
Just
The
put him
other,
as like
you will see a little younger man with bald hair and ponytails, wearing a long coat and carrying a well-used cat of nine tails. You'll see it on his right hand there. And you're also, you notice that there are other new recruits as well, but we'll get to that later. Once you get on deck, stumbling forward, whether willingly or unwillingly, Mr. Captain Man looks at you all and will address you.
Glad you could join us at last. Welcome to the Wormwood. My thanks for volunteering to join my crew. I'm Barnabas Harrigan. That's Captain Barnabas Harrigan to you. Not that you'll ever need to address me. I have only one rule. Don't speak to me. I like to talk, but I don't like your talk. Follow that rule and we'll get along fine.
He looks around at the party, looking for any malcontents or...
I have a question, ass face. You took your ass and put it on your face, right? That's your pirate decoration. That's what you do. And so I call you Captain Ass Face.
I'm gonna say a silent prayer to Caden Cayley.
Get a
or
hero
something along
point,
those lines.
Dr. Crane, as Barnabas looks taken slightly aback for a split second.
Zaressa or Dr. Crane?
Dr. Crane. As he walks.
And while he's approaching, Zaresso is going to kind of move his hand up to his mouth like he's holding back a laugh, but he's actually going to bite his finger and envenom his spit.
Go ahead and target him.
spit.
Okay. You can deal one. So is this an attack roll? Technically, you have.
Well, he's poisoning his spit. He's getting ready to spit venom in his face. Basically.
Okay, that's fair. As Barnabas Harrigan walks up to you, dangerously close. In fact, like face right up to you.
Say that again.
I'm going to take this opportunity to just spit right in his eye.
Okay, I'll roll a fortitude save.
Good God.
As he...
Okay, maybe we should deal with this guy later
As
on
he
in the
just
campaign.
calmly just rubs it from his face.
Off of his eye patch.
Off of his eye patch. Yeah, fuck it, why not? He's going
Shit.
to... let's make this fun. Zaresso, just you. Please, guys, don't all roll initiative. Just you. Roll initiative for me, please.
Okay.
Can I do a recall knowledge on him specifically whilst he's fighting?
Oh God.
Barnabas?
I'm gonna hero point. It
Does
doesn't.
it matter?
Doesn't
Okay.
make any difference.
it
You should
doesn't,
waste
does it?
your good hero point on that.
Captain Barnabas.
Right.
Immediate. Can you do? Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me wrap
Sorry,
this up. Let me
sorry.
wrap this up. Will first action grab you, and I think it's funner to do it this way. So let me hit the basic action macros, and let's do a grapple. As he grabs you by your throat and lifts you up slightly.
Oh, fuck.
Second action, he reaches down with his other hand and pulls out his short sword. Third action,
I think he's gonna be fine, guys. I think he's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be
he's going
fine.
to survive this.
Third-
Yeah.
Hush now.
third
Gonna be a
action,
Come back
So
a
he gets a
century.
natural one on the attack.
Yeah.
he
Use
will
the-
actually, as he draws the sword, he's gonna quote unquote trip you as he pin you to the ground. Let me attempt to trip with an MAP and just pin you to the ground here. Just for
Well,
He's already restrained, Pablo.
This is just insult to injury.
Sorry,
Does-
Zaresso?
wouldn't the trip be concluded in the whole dragging him off the ground thing?
Zaresso, what are you doing? You are still. Why is restraint not? Hold on. I think I.
I'm free. Get me out of here.
What are you doing, Zaresso?
Zaresso is going to try to escape.
Okay.
Let's see. Select him. Escape.
He's got his sword at your throat. Okay.
You just tie yourself up.
So he tries to escape and he just kind of looks Captain Barnabas straight in the eye, his golden Vishkanyan eyes. Let it be said that Zaresso was not a coward this day. You're wasting time. Kill me already. If you have the stones to. Ass face.
Okay. Captain Barnabas. Was that your turn, Zaresso? I don't know if that was your
Yeah,
three actions. Okay.
Yeah.
Captain Barnabas. I'm short-handed, but I don't take this kind of shit. Let me see. Double checking. Yep, the massive damage immediately kills them. Just wanted to point that out. Zaresso.
He's just sleeping, guys.
As the captain plunges his cutlass or short sword, whatever it is, right into your throat. What are your final words?
I think those were this.
Fair enough.
He's just laughing.
He grabs your body, tosses it to the side, where a couple of pirates will grab it.
Thanks for playing with us, Jaren. That was fun.
That's
Thanks,
all right.
good.
I'll go ahead and write
Yeah,
in
this-
memoriam.
No,
and,
don't write it. Don't write it anymore.
Yeah.
Don't write it
No,
anymore.
do it, so everybody knows that Pablo is killing people.
Don't worry, I've already
Yeah,
sounded off.
Dr.
in the
Crane,
general
move yourself. Move yourself to. Where
Reinstate the terror.
What I miss?
All right, I'm going to end initiative here, just continuing the conversation. We're a little short-handed, so I'm aimed to keeping what crew I have, he says with a half snort. Keel hauling for anybody caught killing anyone. Does anybody say something smart-ass right about now?
I didn't actually understand the last sentence he said.
He says, there'll be a keel hauling for anyone caught killing anyone.
Ah.
Could you repeat that, sir? No.
Mr. Plug, he says, and this gentleman steps up. If you'd be so
I'm
kind
taking notes.
to make pirates out of these landlubbers, it'll save me having to put them for a sweatbox for a year and a day. Yes. as you see Mr. Plug making his way forward. I need a quick. Whoever has sailing lore can roll that now.
Fuck, I don't have that yet.
It's okay. You'll have
Okay.
it eventually. But anybody who has sailing lore can roll that now. Elizabeth, can you just public roll that, please?
Oh.
Ooh.
Excellent. This seems like the first mate. Pretty quickly at a glance. Just the way his demeanor, the way he walks, the way
He's got
Barnabas.
the classic first mate hairstyle.
Barnabas looks at him, and Mr. Plug. First, the captain will walk away at this point, having said his piece, and it's fine. He's gone. Nothing to worry about, guys. So, Mr. Plug looks all at you, and you can kind of see in his demeanor, he looking at you like you were all shit stains on his boot, basically. As he will immediately say, "All right, who can cook?"
Well, that would be my job. That's all I do. I am a cook, and I will change your life.
To be fair, the last thing we were served that came from that robot did change our lives.
Mr. Plug looks at
See?
Sue, looks at
So I
his
was
little-
meaning to ask, did you spike the drinks?
Not that I'm aware of. but
Quiet! Says Master Scourge, whipping his whip.
I asked a question.
Mr. Plug walks up to you, Sue. "I think you'll do. You are going to be helping Ambrose Croup. He's... well...
I have my own staff. This is an upgrade to that other shithole I was in.
Hey.
You're going to be the cook's mate. Report to the galley."
Excellent.
You can linger around.
Where's
for-
the galley?
One of the, I'm going to say Sinandra. Well, I'll help you. I'll help you, Seuss. Just give it a second.
Sandara.
Sandara. Fuck. Sandara. Well, I got you, Seuss. I'll take you there. Just, also got something for you, by the way. But
Is there a
at
map
this
of this
point-
place?
yes, there is. I'll get to that in a second as well.
I was asking again.
Okay. Mr. Plug will then turn to Maisie, Leogan, High Stakes, Elizabeth, and Dr. Crane. I'm going to need 2 of you to be riggers, and I'm not asking for volunteers here. I'm going to ask you all to climb. Go to the mainmast right now. First to reach the top are the riggers. Go.
I'm going to lean over to Leogan and just sort of be like,
Is rigger a good position to be in?
It's better than being dead. It's better than
Yeah.
that position.
You want all of us to go up there?
What did Plug say? Get your ass moving right the fuck now!
Says Master Scourge, whipping his whip.
I'll go first.
All right, well, let's do. Yeah, that is a good point. Let's do this one at a time.
I'm counting learning how to be a ship's hand as part of my investigation, by the way.
We're gonna attempt a DCs. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my other PDF here. Check DCs. Thank you.
I presume it's in athletics.
It is. It is absolutely in athletics. I'm just trying to figure out what a DC is.
All right, there we go.
You fail.
I don't get it.
Yep, that's fine.
Could I
No dinner for
conceivably
you,
use
Maisie.
sailing lore instead?
Nope.
I really should be better at this.
Oh, what
No,
did
you-
it show Zeresso?
You
Oh.
tie ropes, not climb.
Hold on.
Oh dear.
Guys, I know you're all rolling. I'm genuinely looking for the DC here. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, why are
14.
human hands so fucking weird?
Okay,
Is
there
it
we
athletics
go.
or acrobatics?
It'll be athletics to reach the top. Athletics specifically.
Fuck.
Okay, DC
What
13.
happens on a crit fail? Is that like overboard?
Nothing right now. You're just struggling to get
No.
up. Go ahead.
Oh no!
Good, because
Lord help 'em.
I feel like we might all lose this.
I've seen pigeons climb better than you lot.
They
I
can
don't know.
fly.
I only
That's
have
not
one.
climbing, is it?
I only have one fucking hand.
it's very slippery.
What about the monkey?
All right, so I'm not clear on the whole thing. We're climbing. You mean this main mast or like the other main mast? Which is the mast? This one? Climb it?
Leogan manages to climb all the way. I mean, there's multiple masts here. I'll double check, but yes,
Yeah,
there are
There's,
multiple.
there, it's a 3-masted.
It's a 3-masted, but so you guys are all climbing different masts. Leogan makes his way up top with no issue, as he looks around and says, "The rest are fucking useless." Maisie, you are on a failure, still climbing very slowly. He looks up. I guess that fucking girl will do. All right, come back down.
I'm usually better at climbing, to be fair.
It's the shoes.
It's the weird fingers, actually.
As you climb back down, Master Scourge gives a nasty look at High Stakes Monkey.
Where the fuck did you get that monkey?
I mean, you mean that monkey?
Roll me deception.
He was already here on the ship
Yeah.
when I came here.
Which other monkey?
Aces. Master Scourge gives you a nasty glance. Looks at Mr. Plug for approval. Mr. Plug snorts and laughs.
Yeah.
Fuck off with your monkey, as he whips you with a non-lethal whip.
Now,
Ow! Just
don't lie to me
hey, man,
again.
it's fine.
Is that your pet?
You know what? You know what? Bristles McBadbeard. You're right. It's your mom.
This bitch is about to turn up fucking dead.
Wow.
I thought it was the captain.
Master Scourge stops staring at High Stakes and just walks straight up to Leogan.
Yeah. Brave of you to choose to look like this in public. It's a choice.
I'm just going to adjust my glasses to get one last good look at Leogan.
God, he's channeling his inner cadence. He must have met her in this way.
I'm gonna lean in and just say to him, remember, no killing. You don't want to get keel hauled.
Can you roll me a quick diplomacy check, Leogan? I know that's not your best roll, but do it anyway.
Aren't you a charisma caster?
Yeah, actually, diplomacy is pretty good for me on this one. I changed it a little bit.
All right.
I was going for intimidation on him though.
Then go for it. Go for it. That's a failure.
You ever been in a sweatbox, Leogan? Or Mister? Whatever the fuck your name is?
I mean, Pablo, I can't. You know what? You're gonna see eyes roll up, and I just. The only sweatbox I've ever been in is your mom's last night.
Gain a hero point, but that's not going to help you, buddy.
I've not heard that one in a while.
That's fucking brilliant.
Grab
Do
him!
another one.
Grab him!
As like a dozen, well, not a dozen, maybe 6-7 pirates will immediately run up to you and just, we're not going to roll initiative. You're just grabbed.
Is this guy serious?
Can I
Mr.
use
Plug?
no cause for alarm to de-escalate the situation?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna just basically walk forward and just go.
All right, everyone's a bit over the top. We've all just been kidnapped. Cut the dickhead some slack. He'll probably fall in line.
Go ahead and roll me a diplomacy check, please. Target Master Squad.
Please. Can I pursue a lead on this? Given that.
You've
into
had a
the
minute,
ship.
so yes.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna fucking reroll that.
As
that's
Master
cool.
Scourge will just whip you right in the face for 6 damage.
You wouldn't hit a girl with glasses, would you?
Leogan.
Yeah.
You are going to get grabbed
Mm-hmm.
for the first date. He confers with Mr. Plug. A sweatbox, first day? We could just whip him bloody raw.
Why not both?
Thanks for helping, Sue.
I'm helping them as well as you.
As Mr. Plug and Master Scourge spent 2 seconds debating, you are grabbed, Leogan, with multiple pirates. One of the pirates will say jaundiced shape.
Oh, man. You better say something fucking sweet right now, because you don't want to end up in the sweatbox for 12 hours, buddy.
I gotta stop you for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Jape's actually mute.
Oh shit, my bad. Sorry, I picked a random one.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just-
fine. It's fine. I will use.
That's the only personality trait he has in the entire.
My
thing.
bad. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry, Mahim will say the same thing as.
Better say something really fucking sweet right now, mister. Because you don't want to end up in a sweatbox.
Well, I figure the quality of a pirate crew is dependent on the quality of the officers, and I feel like right now I'm not impressed. And so yeah, if this is the way it goes, I think probably I do want to take a little vacation in the sweatbox for a day while you all hustle and bustle about. I'll take.
You say
Take
this
that any
loudly
day.
enough for Scourge and Plug to hear.
Yeah.
They look at you,
All right, buddy.
and Leogan, you are led to the back of the ship, and I'll show you this on the map. A cramped metal box, basically, as you're just dragged along, exposed to the sun. It's a very confined box, and well, imagine hot box,
Mhm.
sun hitting directly at it. Close the lid.
Mhm.
That's where you are.
So
now.
does that mean that Plug and Scourge go away for a little bit whilst they're doing that?
I will say Master Scourge is heading this expedition with the pirates kind of grabbing Leogan. Mr. Plug is
I
still...
see.
Mr. Plug is still like,
All right, I guess you're the fucking rigger for now. I hope that other asshole gets his shit straight. All right, the rest of you.
as Leogan, you are... Anything...
Master Plug,
Yes.
if I may make things easy for you, I have a bit of a passion for tidying up, if you will. I've serviced many great lords in the area of janitorial management and...
I don't care.
I've serviced
Well, your
one too,
deck
Lord.
is so dirty. I would love to scrub it for you and make it all nice and clean.
You were gonna scrub it anyway.
Oh, excellent.
I'm a doctor, sort of.
We have
Yeah.
a doctor.
But do you have
You.
me?
You.
Me? Oh.
He points to Elizabeth. High stakes, Dr. Crane.
Swabs. Any questions
away.
or comments?
He says dangerously.
Or even
Uh-huh.
concerns?
Am I free to go and get that then, or...
Go.
Jumping to Leogan. Leogan, is there anything you're saying or doing as you're being
Yeah, I just
stuffed?
put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Just remember, Besmara's always watching. She sees who's worthy of her favor, and I'll look straight at, Shitbeard McGee here, and be like, who isn't? And I'm gonna spit next to his boot.
Master Scourge. God, Leogan, you're making this bad, are you? Well, as you're clamped down face down in the sweatbox, about to have the lid close on you, we'll take the opportunity to do one more whip at you. Right at your back. Before clunk, you are stuck in there.
Not very inventive with their punishments, are they? I would have doused him in salt.
Thanks for helping. Thanks for helping.
Master Scourge comes back as Elizabeth, High Stakes, Dr. Crane, and Maisie. You are being led to. In fact, let me just switch maps at this point and put the actual sound, the music on, because I was leaving this till there. Let's go to the Wormwood. So, welcome to your new map. This is going to be the map for the remainder of a long few sessions. Feel free to a lot of this is going to be theater of the mind, of course, but this is going to be your guys' home for the next few, for as long as you're pirates, presumably. Who knows? Regardless. Oh, the rest is overboard. Leogan's in the sweatbox. That's a sweatbox. I'll put you right in there. Elizabeth, High Stakes, and Sue.
What's the big black bit up here?
That is a map artifact. Ignore it. It's technically, this is the same deck as this, right?
Yeah.
However, this is indoors, inside, and this is on the upper deck. You
I
don't.
don't see shit.
Oh, it's because I didn't put Dr. Crane in. Sorry. You just made your character. There we go. No. Actually, there shouldn't be any ambience here, so let me get rid of the lighting. There we go. Makes it better. All right. Dr. Sue. Not Dr. Sue. Okay. Let's do one thing at a time. You guys are put to work immediately. Sinander went with Sue, by the way. Just part of just helping, so I'll get to those. But you guys are going to be spending the day at the ship doing ship actions. All right? Except, of course, Leogan, who is going to suffer a little bit there. So, Swabbies get different ship actions. Riggers get different ship actions. Maisie, technically, I'll put you like up here. That'll be your rigging duty. And there's multiple things you can do during the day. Now, first and foremost, as the pirates around you give you tasks, you will all get a separate task here. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the swabs tasks first. So, swabs. Starting from Dr. Crane. No available results. Whoops. Come on. What's wrong with this?
You're using the request a roll module thingy.
Oh, I see.
Nope.
I locked everything. Okay, there we go. All right, Dr. Crane. You're going to be repairing things, which is appropriate for what you do. Let me actually post the things you can do during the day. Sorry. So, I'll put it in resources as well. Actually, I think for the first day you should just work diligently. Let's do that. Let's do the work for today, and you'll figure out what you can do later on in future days. So, Dr. Crane.
Okay.
You are ordered to repair small things. There is a DC there. Go ahead and hit one of those, por favor.
This would be a lot easier if I had peanut.
Some people are allergic to peanuts. I don't know where you are.
Those bastards took peanut. I'll try. The ship is bleeding out of every orifice. Not so much anymore.
You spend the day fixing and repairing stuff, and you will see and hear, and I'll give you guys a general description of what you guys will see and the people that you will get soon. But let's do these tasks first. We're gonna do not Maisie. It was Elizabeth. This is you. Swab the decks, backbreaking with mopping the decks and scrubbing them with sandstone blocks, requiring an athletics or fortitude check. You do a decent job. In fact, let's flavor it a little bit as well. Dr. Crane, there are multiple things that need to be fixed and whatnot. Anything you do in particular?
Yeah, so Dr. Crane exclaims loudly, and to the concern of some of the inhabitants, that the ship is bleeding everywhere. And he just starts finding some boards that are maybe a little cracked, a few pieces of furniture that might be in disarray or disrepair, and he just starts repairing them while talking to himself.
You will, both you, Elizabeth, and High Stakes will see a lot of swabs with you. I'll get to that in a second. But Elizabeth, flavor your thing for me as well.
Elizabeth is going to take her time, but definitely make sure that the task gets done. You know, kind of pacing herself to make sure she doesn't get too exhausted. All the while, trying to remember and being on the lookout for, especially while they were processing the slaves, any crew members she can recall who looked unhappy, disappointed, potentially, not extremely loyal.
You will see. So there are. I'll just explain it now. There's at least, if not more than 18. Let me just double check here. There's actually a lot of people on this ship. A lot of familiar faces and a lot of not familiar. Familiar faces include your teammates and the people you saw at the tavern, which include where are they? Sinandra, this guy, and this lady. Some of them, I will give you a general idea. Most of them look either unfriendly, they sneer at you, or they just don't care. The only one that you see around the day that wants to be kind of helpful is Sinandra, who is gonna do her best to kind of talk to you guys, but we'll get to that in a bit. All right. But there is a lot of people, and the first day is getting kind of acclimated, getting kind of figuring out who's who. And again, I will also just point you to down here where all the crew members are, and
Yeah.
we'll
we just change her name to Sinandra at this point?
Sendara. Sorry, no, I want to call her Sendara. I genuinely am annoyed at myself, but anyway.
I will have to BRB, Mr. Pablo.
Okay, no worries.
So yeah, Elizabeth will be spending most of her time on that deck then, just kind of getting a feel for the atmosphere.
Sure, I will say most of this is theater of the mind, so all of these people are not necessarily in here. I just put them down here to make them easier to like view.
Fair enough.
Right, and the officers, you will also note officers. A lot of them, they occasionally wander around the ship. They definitely look like high-ranking, high-level people. Oh, Master Scourge, I forgot to put him around. There we go. That you necessarily don't think you can talk to. So, what else? We're doing high stakes. High stakes. You are told to catch some rats.
Nah. All right.
So, you are sent down below, and all right, get going. What do you do? Flavor it a little bit for me.
How many of them are there? I mean, the
Oh,
rats,
There's
not the pirates.
either rats or if not rats, if you run out of rats to catch, there. Oh, you mean pirates or rats? Sorry.
Rats. Well, I can see how many pirates are there, I guess.
There's a nice handful that are always scurrying around, and there's I will say, as far as you can tell, as you go down there, there's always one around a corner. So there's plenty of work to be done.
Before I start, I think High Six would like to go look for Sue, but he's on a different deck, I guess.
Yeah, he's technically with the cook. You could technically
Yeah,
shirk your responsibilities to kind of avoid it for now and take a penalty check.
Not really avoid it, but I do want to go to the kitchen before I start.
You can. I haven't. Susan's not here technically. He did AFK also, but I will say, sure, you can pass by for a second if you want to. If you want to do something.
Okay. What I want to do is I do want to steal some food from the kitchen.
Okay, so that's
That
going
was the
to
initial
that's
idea.
going to be so there is a lot of things you can do, including steal, but that will be where is the steal thing? That will be a basically a stealth check as well as something like hold on. PDF.
Stealth and thievery.
Stealth and possibly thievery, yes. To not get caught effectively. If you wanted to do that, you can. You will also, if you want to do that, go ahead. But let me know what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
I mean,
I
I feel like I'm gonna die if I don't get rid of that. Get rid of the rats. So
roll me. Yep, I need you to hit this button for me, por favor. Stealth. Hit this button for me.
instead of stealth, can I create a diversion with deception?
As you go into the kitchen.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of unfortunate that Michael's AFK, but I did want to quote unquote start a fight over the fact that we did get poisoned by the food that he made, and use that confusion to just pocket some food, anything like cheese or something.
Okay, it's gonna be a harder DC, but go for it. Hold on, let me make a button for you. Give it a shot.
All right, fuck it. Still, yeah.
I would say, shit. Suze not here. You know what? If Suze helps you and gets you an assist, he will give you a +1. But let's table this for now. Can you roll me the rat catcher for the rest of the day as well? We'll get to that in a second. Yeah, when Michael comes back, and I'll see if he can give you a +1 to that because you need a +1.
All right, sure.
Yeah. Roll me the survival to catch rats anyway.
Can I roll stealth instead?
Well, yeah, either one, whatever, whichever one. Okay. Sadly, there is no critical success bonus. You just catch a lot of fucking rats during the day. And when Michael comes back, we'll do that. Maisie.
Maybe just a real flavor, even in Michael's absence. After High Six goes to the kitchen, he goes there with the intention to start a fight, but Sue is kind of I'm getting the sense that he's not want to start a fight in the first place. So in just like frustration, High Six just goes back, and instead of trying to lure the rats, he just like uses stealth or just tiptoes to catch them one by one.
Fair enough.
Just being miserable throughout the whole thing.
Fair enough. I will say Mr. Fishguts or Mr. Croup will actually be drunk today. So, dunk. Whoops.
1d2.
There we go. Let me refer that. He's drunk today. There is not a lot of people in the kitchen. He's trying to start a fight, but doesn't work. You don't get the food either. So there we go. That's fine.
All right. Was it DC 18, by the way?
It was 18. Yeah.
I could have used the familiar ability. That's fine.
I'm okay with you grabbing food, man. It's not a big deal.
It's fine.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. All right, Maisie.
It's just rats.
Hey, so presumably I have to do my work action, and then I also get to do something else.
We will. Yes. I was hoping.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Hold on.
I'm doing the rigging, I suppose.
Yes. Let me give you a 1d6. You're just gonna be given a task by Master Scourge. Line work, hoisting and lowering sails, requiring a sailing lore, acrobatics check, and a fortitude save, as it is difficult work.
Acrobatics. Okay, can I pursue a lead on this or no?
You certainly can. Yes.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Okay, your first day on the job is a miserable failure, as no hero point usage, I'm assuming?
No,
As we'll
I
get
feel
to...
like this is fun. I like it. I'm going to roll a fortitude save.
Yep,
Nice.
also a failure. All right, we'll get to the consequences and everything else at the end of the day. But as you basically fucked this up, I was hoping Sue's gone. Sue's still gone. Okay. Aaron, am I missing something right now?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You were typing.
I'd like
also.
to think
Yeah.
that I fucked up really badly because I just wasn't really paying attention. I think Maisie sees a big group of people who are pirates. Her sort of, if she was doing some kind of doctorate or college course, it would be on pirates. That's her entire knowledge base.
Mhm.
So I think she's spent the majority of the day using her pirate's lore to effectively profile the people around her, like which of these people are gambling buddies, which of these people are potential clients for night work, which of these people are friendly, that kind of thing. Which of these people should I avoid based on my knowledge of pirates?
So, if that is okay, on the second day, I will give you all that information. Yeah. Once we're done with this day, I will give you all the information that you're
Decent.
requesting. Yep. So, and Elizabeth did kind of the same thing too. And you guys will. The first day is just a kind of scouting, figuring out who's who, and I will give you all this information very, very shortly. Sue.
That's me.
Do I recognize that Elizabeth is doing the same thing effectively? Do I like bump into her, both like sort of staring at the same guy putting his trousers on or something, and think like, you're trying to figure out how the pirates work as well?
It's up to Elizabeth.
I don't know. I mean, you can look at Elizabeth. She appears to be pushing a broom, etc., around the deck, and
Does she look like the observant type? Or do you reckon
that's
I'd have
up to you.
Should I roll for it? Just roll
No,
a
roll me a
perception.
perception. See if you can figure out that she's kind of clocking out people. Yeah, she is.
I think maybe I do.
Yeah, and we'll have a little time to chat with each other at the end of the day.
Never
no
mind.
worries.
Ignore me.
So, Sue Sinandra leads you down to the kitchen and lets you know a couple things. Mr. Croup is, from what I've heard and read so far, or from what I've figured out so far, is Sandara, not Sinandra. We'll say he's usually drunk half the time. It's a 50-50 chance if he's drunk or not. If he's drunk, you're gonna have to deal with most of the cooking yourself, if that's okay. Yeah?
So you're saying I should just get him drunk? Excellent. He'll be drunk 99% of the time.
She giggles and will actually pull out something from her small pack that she carries. This is for you. I confiscated it. I talked to Cutthroat Grok. She's really hard to talk to, but she's very superstitious. So here, and she'll hand you your frying pan.
Ah, my main utensil that I require. Excellent.
So
Now let's get cooking, as long as we don't have to cook that strange blue man that they murdered earlier.
what you have to do today, Sue, is cookmate's task. Let's go.
Pablo, can you just delete Zeresso because it keeps talking as
Oh,
him?
it's because I haven't changed your character at the bottom.
Ah,
Bottom
okay.
left there. He is deleted, right? Yeah, he's gone. So
Okay, cool.
yeah. All right. You were told by Master Scourge, we want some turtles today. Go get them. And the cook's currently singing happily. I don't know a song. I'll just sing the Ogun's song because it's fucking. She's away. No, maybe not. But Mr. Fishguts looks at you. You look like a chef.
I am indeed, not just any chef. I am the chef in question.
Oh,
You will never have met a chef quite like me.
well, I might need a little bit of your help today. We've been told to get some sea turtles.
Excellent. I presume you know where they are. Off you go.
What? He looks at you.
You said you needed turtles.
Yeah, you'll be getting them, buddy. I can't really move. This is what he looks like, by the way.
Ah, perfect turtle bait then. What's a turtle?
Really? Listen. Just do do your job. All right? Don't ask too many questions. I would say you don't want to get on anyone's bad side here. You understand what I'm saying, right, Mr. Cook?
I haven't yet to find a good side. But I can tell you what a seared side of meat would taste like. And we'll find that. I'll find something to eat.
Now go. You can still roll me a survival check if you want, or something to grab to make. You can roll a cooking lore, yes. However, the hunting the turtles is what has been requested today. So
No, I presume I'll go up to like the fuck have I forgot any boat term suddenly? The edge of the boat. And with this harpoon, I'll just look at it like, I don't know how to use this, and just start firing lasers at things. And then nets. But I'm still just going to survive.
give it a shot. All right.
Hey.
Well done.
Just
You
one. I
bomb.
think that was a turtle. Or a mine. Not mine turtle, though. Those things are dangerous.
I will also say, once you come back, Mr. Fishgut Kroops is completely passed the fuck out. Let me double check.
I caught a dragon turtle.
Roll me a cooking lore as well, please.
Just kind of look at him like, huh. Excellent.
Solid.
Fucking hell, Sue is wrecking shop right now.
For the day, you hunt, gather, and cook some beautiful turtles, and
I'll even use the shells as bowls and prepare them for future use as bowls again. So we have some more esoteric devices than these, whatever the hell they call these cutlery pieces.
All right, we're gonna finish up the day before we get a little chance to roleplay and whatnot with Leogan here. Leogan.
He doesn't get dinner. No turtles for you, I'll say on the way past.
I would like you to roll me.
Yeah, basically, I'm role playing, not doing my job properly.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a bit. Don't worry, Maisie. We will get to you in a bit.
Oh fuck!
All right. So here's the thing. What I'm attempt to scam this a tiny amount, just a little tiny amount that I'm gonna try to scam this.
Okay.
Because these checks are once per hour, right?
I was thinking of kind of combining most of the checks in either one or two checks instead of doing 12 separate checks. Yes, but give me your idea.
Well, I was just gonna say because the lockout on guidance is every hour, and since I'm spending the time praising Besmara in song and singing sea shanties, and the last thing I said was a prayer to her.
I'll give you guidance. That's fine. Go for it. Go for it.
I want my guidance. That was my whole scam. That was the whole
My guidance.
But it's
guidance.
Okay.
Hey, there we go.
You spend the day Is this a basic check? Let me double check here. God, so many PDFs.
I mean, I'm still even making the save. Probably gonna pass out.
Yeah. You are suffering in there. It is hot. The sun is beaming down on that box. You are cramped. It is burning your skin. You are dehydrated. It's sweltering. You will fall unconscious by the time they take you out in the night. So it is not a pleasant experience regardless of your fortitude save. All right, it is not a pleasant experience. So, but as bloody hour comes. Let me find it. There we go. Oh no, that's morning. My bad. That's okay. Maisie.
Yeah, what's up?
What the fuck are you doing?
Look, you told me to do it, and then I asked you how to do it, and you didn't explain how to do it. So I don't know how to do it.
You're serious right now. You're actually saying those words are coming out of your mouth at this point in time.
Were you like dropped as a kid or something? This is like thickness levels of not understanding words.
Excellent. You will be whipped. Is it 3 times? Is it 3 times? 6. Yeah. We'll do 4 lashes.
Does authority just give you like opportunities to be as dim-witted as possible?
As the whip comes out. Once.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
And twice. Obviously, as you
3 times
fall
lady.
unconscious, as you fall unconscious with a second hit, he will still hit you one more time, putting you dying too. However, as that happens, the ship's doctor will come out and stabilize you pretty quickly as you get slapped one last time. I'm not going to bother doing damage. All right, says Mr. Quern, the Stitchman. I got her from here. Stupid bitch. You are stabilized, Maisie. You will be unconscious. Roll me 1d4. For a few hours, probably skipping your dinner as well, as you are taken down below and let you rest for a little bit. So, today was a bit of a rough
Banner day when everything went great.
Everything went great. Today was a bit of a rough day, but at this point in time, as the sun is starting to set over the horizon, you guys are given a little bit of time to talk and discuss. I will say the Ogan is hauled out. The Ogan, roll me 1d4.
Am I awake again by the time everyone's hanging out again?
I will say no for you guys, but there are nighttime things we're going to do. So, sorry. You can be woken up, though, if somebody bothers waking you up. So that's up to you guys. You guys have a chance to chat amongst yourselves. You can also chat with the crew, although I will say the only one that seems willing and happy to chat with you at this point is Sinandra. Everybody else is either giving you funny looks or just avoiding. Sandara, thank you. I will give you a hero point every time you remind me. So get a hero point. People,
You're gonna have to up the cap.
up the cap. People are either giving funny looks or avoiding you for the most part. I will get to the NPCs soon, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves now. And if anybody wakes Maisie and Logan up, they're welcome to do that as well. So this is before dinner, before the night.
Oh, great! Here comes Crane.
Dr. Crane just follows the other doctor, seeing where he puts people like that.
I gotta like wake up with robot legs or something.
So you are also dismissed from your momentary office if you want to join the party. And
Who was
high
cooking?
stakes. It's done. The day's over. I will move the time forward.
I thought you said it was before dinner.
Let me see here. All good. 8 p.m.
Did everybody enjoy their turtle stew? I ate the best of what I had, and it wasn't much.
Hey. He just kind of shakes Maisie.
No,
Hey,
they
wake
were
up!
naughty. They were not.
What the fuck?
Did you sustain a head injury?
I'm gonna like roll over.
Was it good for you? Oh fuck, not one of those.
Did you have an accident at work that wasn't your fault?
It was my fault, to be fair.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah, this is the one that got put in the sweat box. He shakes Leogan.
other than some unpredictable elements, I'd say everything is going to plan so far.
this is like the tavern, but it sways to the left and then to the right, and then to the left and then to the right.
Yeah, so are you checking everyone else out?
I don't know if
Well-
anyone knows that reference.
Pork
but,
chop
yeah.
sandwiches! I
Yeah.
love them! Yeah, I understood that reference.
That is not a meal.
You...
Put him back in the sweat box.
I'm a bit of a doctor myself. You've got some pretty nasty whelps. Want me to take a look at that?
Oh yeah, I mean, wait, are we talking like this to be extra impressive? We all doing this? Is this what we're doing now?
It's
No.
fine. I've been whipped before. I can deal with it.
I had to replace my vocal cords
Oh,
with
now I
leather,
feel
leather
insensitive.
strips.
yeah. I
What
thought
was-
we were just doing Kevin Conroy.
I'm gonna cut you a little bit, but it's gonna feel better.
I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. It sounded like you said cut. It sounded like
Whoa.
you used the word cut. I just
So
wanna.
we gotta bleed you a little bit to get the blood flowing, and that makes the medicine stick so much better.
Did anyone pick up my glasses? I can't find them.
All right, Velma.
Because, so I will do a medicine check with risky surgery on Leogan.
Okay. Don't forget.
Crit fail, crit
do you
fail,
have, do you
crit
have the
fail.
macro? You do.
Yes, I think this is the right one.
Perfect. Perfect.
So treat wounds, DC. Is there a way to? Oh, yeah, there it is. Risky surgery.
Yeah, that should come up as a drop down.
Will that automatically add the plus?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It should do it all. I had it on.
Oh, no,
Cadence.
I gotta actually click it.
3, but 14.
You see, you do a little slap. What was
Sorry,
that?
this is a reflex. This is just a
Oh,
reflex.
no,
okay?
no,
You
no, yeah.
cut me, and you duck back. It's like just goes to slap your face.
A lot of my patients do that.
I admit I've never seen anybody look healthier with less blood.
What about you, Missy?
Nothing a good night's rest won't fix.
All right, suit yourself. Also, has anyone seen Peanut?
Who?
I did not cook any peanuts.
Peanut is my assistant. She's a adorable little construct that I made back in medical school.
Oh, there are my glasses.
No constructs that I've seen, no.
I am not peanut.
Looks kind of like that one, but smaller and with needles for hands.
How charming.
Listen, all that aside. How would you all, being the opportunistic individuals that I mark you to be, like to make a whole lot of money?
Really? Right now?
Yes, right now. That's the beauty of it.
I saw you all trying to make money in the bar. It wasn't going so well.
Oh, but this one isn't a gamble. This is very much intentional. You see, the captain, Harrigan, has a bounty on his head for 500 gold. Paid to the order of Captain Sorinash. Now, if you all help me in my mission to kill him, I'll split the reward.
You know, I don't want to burst your bubble before you've even formed it, right? But maybe we should go with some more achievable goals
I'll make
to start with.
public road.
Oh, I thought that's funny. I thought Leogan was trying to punch me again. I was like, really? This is.
Were
No,
you
just fine, Pablo. It's fine, Pablo.
Not this one. Okay.
You mean the captain that literally just killed your gambling buddy like it was nothing? Did he eat him? I swear I saw him eat him.
He wasn't much of a gambler to begin with, so
Pablo, given that we never really re-established it, but given that I examined the captain earlier, can I
Go ahead
roll-
and target this guy. Hey.
Oh, he's
Roll.
right behind me.
Right,
isn't he?
joining us.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Roll me recall knowledge. Yep, that's a critical
And this
failure.
ends.
He's big and strong.
This ends our performance of dumb ideas in the hold.
Dumb
thank you
ways
for-
to die.
Attending.
Oh,
Okay,
come on,
maybe we
Vesmar.
should
You're
go
up
with
for a little
some.
risk, aren't you? After that big, whatever that was earlier.
Oh, I'm more than up for risk. I'm up for risky behavior. I'm up for foolish behavior, foolhardy behavior, even dangerous behavior. I top out at certain doom. That's the one I stop at that one.
I think we'd be better off trying to. I mean, they've got to hit port sometime, so I reckon making a break for it would be more feasible than, getting our heads broken.
But we have a
What have you got
lovely
to run
career for
to?
life here.
Whoever's never been in a ship before needs to roll this check. Oh my god, we're on a ship!
Must have been on a ship before, surely.
Does a robot that doesn't need to eat or drink need to make that check?
Dr. Crane has been on a ship before.
Okay, it's an optional seasickness check for those of you who are unaccustomed to life on board ships. Be honest with yourself if you're going to roll it. It is just a negative if you fail, but feel free to,
I can't think of any situation. Yeah, I don't.
or if you think your character would be the type to get seasick or whatever. It is an optional check. I'm not gonna
Especially when
force
I was
it.
describing it
Doc-
earlier on as going back left.
Yeah, I just went back and I did in fact write in my backstory that I have served on merchant vessels for most of my life.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, I lived my whole life in a port town. I build ships. There's no way I haven't sailed on one yet.
Okay, look. Don't need to excuse yourself. If anybody wants to roll it, they can. It's not necessarily a strict requirement. Yes, it would be fun if you rolled it, but it's up to you.
Dr. Crane is kind of eyeing high stakes Harrigan up and down a little bit, kind of tilting his head, and he finally looks at the monkey on. Is Ace on your shoulder, Eggy?
yeah, sure.
Okay, and he's just a summoner, right? Your eidolon appears to be broken. Do you want me to fix him up, Mr. Monkey?
So just to clarify, you wanna cut my monkey up?
No, I'm talking. Wait. Oh, you're not the eidolon. You're the man. Well, I'm so confused. Yeah, you appear to be busted up a little bit, mister. You want me to fix that?
Ace, why didn't you take this one?
Yeah.
And high stakes walks away.
All right. And Dr. Crane proceeds to just go into full-blown conversation with Ace.
Ah, it looks like it's a battle of wits. Who will win? Crane versus monkey style.
Right. So anyway, back to the conversation.
That's a martial arts reference.
Every man has a weakness, right? You just have to find it. It doesn't matter how many buckles he wears. It doesn't matter how many eyes he's lost. Something took those eyes. He can be killed. And once he is, this crew of barely loyal ruffians will either scatter or fall under a new order.
I mean, I don't know if anyone here is going to be able to pull out some 20-legged sea beast out of their arse. That would be great, but I don't think that's going to happen. So,
Not to mention 500 gold pieces.
Yeah, you can't spend it if you're dead.
How many is 500?
It's 499, but then one higher.
Is that a lot?
Yes.
Depends. Depends on the circumstances. Yeah, no, every man has a weakness. I'm fairly certain, based on what we saw, that if we were to hurl this entire ship with Harrigan on it into an active volcano, with him tied to the ship and the ship was upside down and pushing him into the lava, that it would hurt him. So that, if we can find a couple of volcanoes...
Well, if he's that durable and that potent, why don't we just convince him to kill himself?
Genuinely would be a better plan than all of the other attempted murders we can think of, but I suggest trying something else, like not that, ever.
Well, you're not the man I pegged you to be, that's for sure.
Well,
You could shave his spleen.
there's a thing that you got to understand. If you're going to be at sea, you got to be a crew. Now, some of the crew are absolute pieces of shit so far. The captain seems like a nightmare monster, but he is the captain.
He seemed very clear in what he wanted and what he would do in response. And the
He's
fact that we
another
don't have to
man.
talk to him is a positive.
If he's a pirate, though, if he's a sailor, then he's going to hit port soon. And we just need to do what he wants until we get there. If he's a pirate, we might be forced to fight something. And then maybe they'll pick him off for us.
Listen, do you know how slavery works? Alright,
Yes.
it doesn't matter if we make port. They're going to put us in shackles and give us to someone else who will make us work and then sell us to someone else. And we will never escape unless we take control of the situation.
Given the numbers of escaped slaves I've had through my ports, I genuinely think it's easier than you think to escape from pirate slavery.
I also don't believe we would technically be slaves. I think we are going to be valued members of this crew eventually.
Hmm.
Well,
If you are valuable, if you are useless, you might become tomorrow's supper.
So make ourselves valuable.
Please tell me how you would like to be prepared.
much as I love a gamble, I prefer to bring loaded dice.
Speaking of loaded dice, or any items, or anything, I'm a little bit short on everything I own at the moment.
It must be somewhere on the ship.
Yes, Sinandra. Well, I don't know if Sinandra's here. You can call, or fuck Sandara. Get a hero point, Pablo. Sandara's here. Sandara's nearby, listening. Oh, her ears perk up. I know where they are. Cutthroat Grok has them. But she's a, tough one to deal with.
Is she like...
Well, she sounds like just a buttercup
Yeah.
with that name.
Is she loyal?
Does she like money? Which way does she swing? I reckon I could bargain.
She's a little superstitious.
Wait. Is it Maisie? Maisie, was it?
Is she?
I'm not clear. Are you employed in the sex trade in some variety? Because it hasn't been made clear to me what your vocation is.
Our
I'm being
standards are
dick.
just
I'm trying to
exceptionally
help us
low.
here, right?
Hmm.
If she can be convinced by some kind of favour. Besides, I brought the type of grease for palms. So...
Is that another sex thing? Because I'm not following.
No, it isn't.
I sort of hop up and down, and you can hear a clinking from somewhere on my person.
I do not want to know where you're keeping those coins.
Old horse trick. Maybe you should fucking wisen up.
Pablo, may I ask a question about the ship, if I have learned this information? Would Cutthroat Grok sleep here in the main quarters? In the main sort of, whatever they're called?
If I recall correctly, she sleeps with the officers.
Do I know where that is?
Most of the officers sleep here. I'll double check where Cutthroat Glock exactly sleeps. But I'm gonna just say there for now. Yes. Yeah. Let's just say there where the officers are.
Sandara, what makes you say this Grok is superstitious?
Oh, because I told her Brismara will curse her if she doesn't give me my stuff back, and I talk pretty sweetly, so She did. She gave me my stuff back.
Really?
Is that easy?
It's not necessarily easy. You got to be pretty good with your words. I think the cook. She looks at Suze. Will get a
Me.
yeah. If you're friends with fish guts, you'll be friends with Grok. So that'd be a good way of getting into her good graces.
Leo, Leogan, sure, why not? You're rather interested in Besmara, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I
Big on sea shanties and all that. I heard you singing. It's fine.
yeah, I would I don't want to, you know, tell tales out of school or anything, but I would say it's more like Besmara is interested in me. If you get my meaning.
At any rate, if a person were interested in attracting Besmara's attention, what would be the perfect sea shanty to do so? Sea shanty.
The perfect sea shanty I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm versed in Besmaran sea shanties, but I don't think any of them have ever got her attention, so to speak.
What's her favorite then?
I'm gonna like blow air and look at Leogan like.
Thank you,
what?
thank you. Guys, this is their quarters. Fish cuts and Kratos they sleep
Oh.
here. Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with Harrigan. Why don't we just let Leogan get whipped again? That's quite a spectacle. Everybody seemed to like that.
Well,
Does sound entertaining, but I think I have a better way.
You're gonna share this better way.
Well,
Before that, just out of curiosity, which medical school did you say you went to, Doctor?
Oh, several.
Right. And
Like-
whipping was recommended as a course of action in which one exactly?
Oh no, it was entertaining to watch. That was more for entertainment rather than academic.
Well, yeah. To be honest, it was a pretty shitty day, so I say it was the highlight of my day as well. No offense, Logan.
big, like, fake formal bow. Pleasure to be of service. And by the way, you'll note they immediately stopped worrying about your monkey.
Yeah, well, true. Thank you for that, I guess.
Have to plump it up for dinner.
Dual.
Honestly, I don't care about any of this plotting and planning. I want to know what's up with the monkey. He has a
The monkey.
fascinating tale to tell.
what about you, Doctor? I haven't heard you comment on the situation. You like money, don't you?
Kinda. It lets me buy new tools and implements. But right now, I'm more worried about finding Peanut. So if it involves finding my assistant, I'll help.
Who is locked up with all of the other things by
Yeah.
Grok's key, I imagine. Yes?
If it's just one thing, I reckon we could barter for it.
I'm not sure.
I still think we should shave his spleen.
I don't even understand how that would be
I'm-
theoretically possible.
Why do you want this Peanut character? Is it because you want them to shave spleens during sleep?
Well, they are helpful in that regard, but Peanut is my assistant. Every doctor needs an assistant, and Peanut is mine. I created Peanut, and I need Peanut back, or I'm not right in the head without Peanut.
So this gets better with the peanut around.
Yeah. Yes, significantly so.
Now, when you say better, do you mean better or do you mean worse?
I don't understand the question.
All right.
What's wrong with me?
I mean, I'm still alive, so that worked at least.
Yeah, I mean, in his defense, you did get better after he said he would make you better.
I told you I'm a doctor.
And also, I gotta assume that it's pretty difficult to go down from here for him. So
I am gonna assume the one thing I will assume you succeeded on your fortitude save and kept your healer's toolkits, Dr. Crane. Yeah.
Yay!
In terms of otherwise you wouldn't be able to do this, but that's fine. So
is the deck with all of the shite with all our stuff on it available right now? Like, can we just go there if we wanted to?
you guys are exhausted.
And I can find out either later or tomorrow.
You guys are exhausted, and for the first day, I think the best thing to do is sleep before we start the proper day tomorrow. Is not
I
too
only
much.
require 2 hours of rest period.
Fair enough.
I will do the jobs that Maisie failed to do earlier.
This discussion isn't over. Mark my words.
I
would like to possibly do one thing before we go to bed, though.
Okay.
I'd like to go to the top deck if I am able to do so.
You can stumble up there if you'd like. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to be on the deck. I'd stand on the deck and just look out at the sea for a moment, and I'd like to wait for a good strong breeze to come by.
Plenty of
Let one rip.
those. Plenty of those.
And when it does, I will channel elements. And as the wind kind of swirls around me for a moment, I would like to use Whisper on the Wind.
Okay. Are you pirate rolling these for a reason?
Am I what? Oh, no. Sorry.
Okay. All good. I'll reveal them.
And I'd just like to say over the side of the ship, Cutthroat Grok, your captain is cursed. He's a cursed captain. Do not trust him.
Roll me a deception.
This bitch is manipulating.
I'll hear about that.
Is a message, does it give you... I guess let me see messages. Can they respond?
Yeah, she can.
Yes. Let me just double check Cutthroat Grok here. What your voice is like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What the hell? What?
Besmara's will be done.
Okay. So the reason I'm having you just work and sleep today is today was the getting accustomed to the ship bullshit. Yes? It's a hard day's work. You are exhausted. You fall asleep. You will crash in your hammocks. Only to repeat this all tomorrow, but with more actions, as I have put in Resources Thursday. There's one I forgot to add. Damn it. And that's called... Was it...
I'm gonna tie my hammock like really high up in like a corner.
Which hammock? Which hammock do you have? Is that the item that you kept?
No, I'm gonna nick I'm gonna nick the existing one that's given to me, and I'm gonna put it up
That's a
in one
good
of the...
question. Do the press gang get hammocks or no?
I don't know. Do we? You
Well-
literally just said, "Oh, you all pass out in your hammocks."
Sounds like a
I will
fudge.
just go and stand at the front of the ship and keep watch for the entire night.
Aaron, do you have an answer to that question?
I don't.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I'll be.
It's up to you to decide how big of a dick these.
No,
how big
I
is this
think
thing?
there's plenty of hammocks, guys. I will say there are hammocks. That's the least they could do. In fact, there are easily available items on the ship. I forgot to put this on here that you all
And
can.
Also, you wouldn't have the entire ship asleep at once.
No. There
imagine.
is the night shift, which is right here. By the way, they are unnamed NPCs because they are not going to be.
Oh,
relevant.
I'm mingling with them as well.
They sure are pirates.
They
I
certainly
will cook
are.
them dinner as well.
Glip glop is my favorite.
Glip glop, blip blop, dip dop, dop dab, dip dip, dab dob, dip and dibble.
Okay. There was one more action. I think it's called is it Snoop? Let me see.
Rope yourself.
Hold on. Okay, guys, go to Thursday resources. Check out those actions. Yeah, because those are things you can potentially do during the day. I'm missing one.
Yeah, I didn't write that one separate in the.
Okay,
in
let
the
me
Google
see
Doc.
here. I
But
think
it
it's
was-
called Snoop instead of Sneak at the top. Yeah. Okay.
There was Snoop instead of Sneak because they're both named Sneak, but they are actually slightly different activities with
Mhm.
slightly different effects.
And then the
there was
last one is
eavesdrop.
just eavesdrop. Yeah. Eavesdrop. Quickly write it down. Take a -1 circumstance penalty to all jobs, and eavesdrop for a rumor. Eavesdrop for a rumor. Does everybody see that? Does everybody also see the Excel sheet that I put there?
Yep.
Okay. These are way too many NPCs, but they are also NPCs that you guys have a chance to interact with during the day if you use the influence check. All right, during the day. Even the cook can stumble out of his cooking arrangements and talk to anybody on the ship for a little bit. It will give you how do I say this without saying it precisely? You probably want allies as soon as possible to make your life a little less difficult. Yes. If you check the Excel sheet, most of these people are indifferent. A lot of these people are just outright hostile, and some are unfriendly. The the officers are listed down there. Did I make them? Did I put indifferent instead of hostile? Oops, sorry. There we go. Some of these are actually just straight up hostile. Some of these officers and
I'm
What,
sure the
babe?
captain's probably not indifferent, right?
yeah, captain's not on
Sure,
here.
babe.
Oh,
Hey,
Only if you want to.
Chris,
If you're
you're
tired
unmuted.
and it moves. Oh,
So I'm not sure why I left you unmuted, but you're unmuted. Sorry, my bad. What?
lo siento.
That's okay. Did I leave a?
So we need to improve our relationship with all of these people then somehow.
It is an idea you have.
And the captain is on that list, by the way.
Captain is on that list, is he?
Yeah, 24.
24. Oh,
It's
well,
currently indifferent, which is why I
which
assumed he's probably meant
makes
to be.
sense. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the ones that are.
Mhm.
I'll change a couple of these. Hostile. There we go. There's a lot of people. And they all have their own personality. I'm gonna go mad role playing all these people, but feel free to, do that. How do I center a column? All right, it's fine. Whatever. There we go. Regardless, I think I need a little break at this point though, before we start day 2 with actual gameplay here. So we good on a break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try to make it a short one here. Actually, maybe not, because then Aaron, just talk.
I was like, oh fuck, I should have made a character that looked like that instead.
Yeah.
So that's Besmara. Oh, no wonder you're into her.
As I think I told Pablo once, I worship Besmara for the plot, and then had a picture of Besmara. plot.
Hey, Dr. Crane, describe your character for me.
Or on a meat in a protein bar.
Wait,
Okay.
it's a cockroach.
Was that the description?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Crane looks like that.
Thanks, Jaron.
Instead of his right arm about at the elbow starts just turning into a mangled mess of gears and sharp implements. Kind of looks like Edward Scissorhands, but he's not able to lift it up. He can lift up his elbow and his shoulder, but it just kind of dangles limp, and you can see that some of it is rusted and damaged. The rest of him, he's just kind of wearing dirty pirate's clothes. He has a lot of buckles and pouches all over his body that have several vials of liquid, just sort of haphazardly tucked in there. And he does have a sort of messenger bag slung around his shoulder that has several surgical implements and tools hanging from them in loops and almost bursting out of pockets. Um, as far as for his personality, he's just a ray of sunshine.
We will see his personality very, very soon. Let's rest for the night. You will rest not in a safe place, because it's not a safe place, which means you don't recover all HP on a rest. Which is, maybe Maisie does need a little treatment there in the morning if you wanted to do that, Dr. Kane, or Dr.
You
Green.
still look like shit.
I'm well aware.
Do you want me to fix you? I don't have to cut you first. I just like to sometimes, but I think you might break even further if I do that.
I'm not even cut anywhere.
Right, I'm not going to cut you. I'm going to fix your
Sure.
bruises.
Sure.
Little slab of cold meat on the old forehead, you know? Alright, I'll try and do a medicine check. Treat wounds. Not risky surgery, because we don't want to kill Macy. You must... Oh, if Peanut was here, she would tell me not to, so I'm not going to.
But she's not now.
This morning, let's heal Maisie. As you guys make your way up deck, there's a bit of a commotion on the ship. I'll put you back on this earlier map. As you will see, yeah, put yourselves a little south here. That's okay. And there's obviously more pirates around. But the main one, the center of attention, seems to be this gentleman right here. I didn't do it, I swear. We caught you stealing. And you know what that means. No, okay, maybe I did. But... so you admit to it? Do you know what's gonna happen? No one steers from the quartermaster's store. Grab him! As the pirates kind of grab him. And I think as he is bound in rope and no, chucked to the side, you all learn what keel hauling is as he gets dragged under the ship for quite a bit of time. I had a picture of keel hauling, which is not the best picture, but it's something. In fact, it's probably NSFW now that I think about it, but you'll.
This isn't our work, it's your work.
Is what?
This isn't our work, this is just your work.
This is not the best picture, but feel free to imagine Mr. Jake's Mad Pie being thrown overboard under the ship and dragged for just a small little while. And as he is brought up the other side, I think keel hauling can be done multiple ways, but one of the ways this is describing me is he is put on one side of the ship and dragged through the underneath to the other. Double
Yeah,
check.
there's actually more variety than they have in the book. You can keel haul fast and slow. You can keel haul throwing off one side of the ship and dragging like across like basically amidships across the beam. and back up. Or if you're really pissed at somebody, you keel haul them the long way so they go over the bow and are dragged under the ship all the way and pulled up on the stern.
Thank you for that. Edwin, to answer your question. Oh, okay, he's gone.
How rude.
Now Paolo's gonna type.
Sorry. Sorry. I had to answer Edwin. I think he's disappointed. He made a bunch of tokens for me, but I already had uploaded all these tokens before I did the new ones. They are cool though. Anyway, as Jake Magpie comes out the other side, he is torn to shreds. Yeah. As he's drowned, cut to shreds, and as they kind of pull him up, see how he's like, well, there goes another one. He is chucked overboard and thrown to the sharks.
I think I'm beginning to realize why you are short on crew.
Yeah, quick question. Captain First Mate Bald Man. Baldinomicon. Baldy McPlugs a lot. You.
Excuse me?
The captain did say we were not supposed to kill people, yeah?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Certainly dead, but keep in mind that some punishments are, well, we have the discretion to keel haul if you step overboard, if you get my gist.
Technically, the waves in the boat killed the man. If he was too weak to survive the procedure, then... Oh well.
That's right.
He looks
Would the
Thank you for
captain be
helping,
upset if he found out you were doing this?
The captain would agree with my punishment. We are short on crew, but no one gets caught stealing. The crewmaster, the quartermaster.
You get away with stealing. They get caught stealing and then punished.
Shut your mouth! He runs up Master Scourge and whips his whip. You will not address the first mate this way!
Don't think he has a mouth.
How loudly do you say that, Maisie?
I'm like making snide remarks under my breath. I don't know how far forward I'm standing in the group.
I'll roll a perception for my Mr. Scourge here. He doesn't hear it. Luckily, you. Now get to work!
I think he might be hard of hearing based on how loudly he shouts. Common in deaf people.
Well, I mean, he does have to say excuse me after every fucking sentence anyone says to him.
I was trying to see if I
Maybe
heard.
has been to the bottom of the ocean a few too many times.
My stealth and deception are higher than that.
All right. Boys and girls, we're going to get to work today, but today you have a little bit more. Who's in the Wormwood still? Why is Ege still in the Wormwood? I had a whole scene, Ege.
Wait.
I had a whole.
Oh, right.
I had a whole scene on deck. Oh well. Well, the guy that got killed. I deleted his token. It doesn't matter.
That's fine.
You heard it. All right.
He was keel hauled.
Keel hauled. So, I'm gonna grab you all and
Being hauled only by across the keel.
move you somewhere around here. Where's Sue? Sue's in the kitchen. Maisie. Lyogan, do you smart off today, or like I'm assuming you just get to work, yeah?
I mean, let's find out. I'm excited. I'm as excited to find out as you are, Pablo.
And then the rest of you are swabbing. I'll put you down here. Dr. No, wait. Yes, Sinandra's swabbing too. Okay, so starting from high stakes Harrigan. You have opportunity to do your, of course, swap. Your swap. Yes.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You have opportunity to do your swab work today. Backbreaking work, mobbing the decks. Do you work diligently, or do you attempt to do anything on that list there? I will also allow the occasional snide comment. No, not snide comment. It's occasional passing by comment to another swab, including a player character, if you wish to converse for a little bit. But obviously, your main task today is swabbing. What would you like to do under the daytime ship actions under the resource tab?
Maybe influence a fellow swabber.
Excellent. Now, fellow swabbers to be influenced include. Ooh, somebody shrank the list for me. Oh, that's nice of you. Okay. Oh God, there's a lot. I put them all in groups before, and then I moved them. Jake's is gone. Do me a favor. You can. Their initial attitudes are definitely, I will say, because both Elizabeth and Maisie last night kind of scoped out the people. You will know their initial attitudes. So, if you want to open the Excel sheet, feel free to look at one and decide who would be the. What happened to Rosie? Rosie's indifferent, I think. Sorry. Look at one and figure out which one you like. I will ping the token for you if that helps. Whenever you pick one or two. So, well, one, but ask me if you have any questions about which one to influence.
I don't know. Like, let's just go with Rosie
Excellent.
if she's around.
Rosie Cuswell is a. Pulling it up. 1 second, please. What you see at first glance is a short but fierce, muscly halfling. The one thing you have heard from her is a lot of cuss words as she is swabbing. Where's Rosie? She's right here. She is swabbing, but not doing it happily. And I'll show you her picture as well. As you're both doing the swap the decks thing, so that's absolutely fine. As you're next to her, is there anything you wish to say or do or talk to her about?
So this sucks, right?
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Is that she laughs and says, "Tell me something new."
Yeah, I know, fucking right? So how did they get you?
I was at the Formidably Made, playing my lute. You heard me, right? I saw you there. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Huh. Got you too, huh?
Oh.
They took my fucking fiddle! My goddamn fucking fiddle! She screams.
Well, that's just fucking sad. Yeah, so
What brings
I don't
me
know,
here?
any ideas?
She shrugs. Any ideas to get the fiddle? I don't know. I heard Cutthroat fucking Grok is talkable too. Hey, I have an idea. You have a monkey, right? I saw that.
Yeah.
Think he could go and steal the fiddle? And of course, whatever else you're fucking missing.
I mean, no offense, but if I were to steal something, I would start with my weapon. And not a fiddle.
She laughs at that. You know what? Fair enough. I would like you to roll me. So for Rosie, there's always diplomacy. There's always diplomacy. You can always do that. But for Rosie, let me just double check here. What do we got? Rosie.
I feel like you're gonna say performance.
You can roll diplomacy, performance, or I will allow God, she's a cusser, isn't she? Trying to figure out. Trying to figure out if she. Yeah, I will say
Cussing lore.
cussing lore. Yeah, sorry, bud. A lot of you can try. It's not a high DC, but give it a shot. I will lower the DC due to your conversation, which was a good conversation. So give it a shot.
All right. You know what? So
Or if you have any ideas.
well, this obviously sucks. So I know that you don't have your fiddle with you, but you know it could actually be more fun if you did sing something, right?
Can't sing without my fucking goddamn fiddle, she says. But
Yeah, I bet you can.
oh,
Yeah, sure. Fuck it, I'll join you.
sure. Well, hold on. Roll me the check, por favor.
Maybe I can't. I don't know.
That's horrible. You can't sing worth shit. She will. Ironically, she kind of laughs at you, but I will give you a option high stakes. Do you continue singing? Because she's kind of laughing at this. She might actually like it. Do you continue singing? You will gain. This is an option you have. I will allow you to still influence Rosie with a penalty on some other NPCs that are listening to you. That's up to you. 2 NPCs around you will not like that. Rosie will. That's up to you if you want to continue. We want to commit to it.
I mean, it's the enthusiasm that counts, right?
You sing horribly. I'm going to say Gift or Tibbs will go from indifferent to unfriendly. And so will Tilly Brackett. But Rosie will actually, after a little bit of time, be affable to you and go to friendly. So I'm assuming that's what you meant with is the enthusiasm that counts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. She does like you, even if your singing is fucking horrible. So I'll keep it in role play. And then roll me the swab the dex check, of course.
All right.
You got to actually do the work as well, yes. Sadly, nobody looks at you with admiration on a critical success. You just do a really good job. Well done. High stakes. I'm going to go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maisie. It's time to
Okay.
rig-a-dig-dig.
Rig-a-dig-dig.
You choose one of the riggers to influence if you want to do that, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. That slippery sly Lonergan is hostile, apparently, but I do want to examine her technique with the rigging. I basically just want to spend the entire day watching her work, and then if she's hostile, I want to sort of not try and interact with her, but rather just try and make her work easier by not interacting with her, just by doing a good job if I can. So what do I actually have to roll for that?
Slippery Sly is very occasionally just laughing out loud as she does her deal.
Can I
roll me a
this is harder.
perception to a view to see how well she rolls? Yes. So, sorry. Go ahead. Can you what?
Could I do a pirate's lore instead?
To figure out what her deal is, or what for what? Sorry.
Effectively, yeah. I want to figure out what her deal is. Oh, sorry. What am I? Sorry, to copy her. I mean,
to copy her is a perception.
What,
but if you want to know what her deal is, you can roll me a pirate lore as well. It's a high DC, but give it a shot.
Sure. Is this one or the other, or
you can do both? You're effectively just recalling knowledge.
Yes. And I'll roll that perception.
She's
as well,
got a couple of tattoos on
okay, never
her
mind.
She's got a couple of tattoos on her body, and you recognize these tattoos. These are how many murders she's committed, and there are a lot. There are a lot of tattoos. There are a lot of those. You know, I'm not sure what the tattoo would
Ears,
entail.
blood drops.
Probably blood drops. Yeah.
Skulls.
Just checking. So I've seen a lot of pirates rolling in and out. So this type of tattoo, do I know what kind of pirates would have that tattoo? And
Murderers.
This is
Well, yeah,
actually a
murderers, of
land
course.
tattoo, so it's not actually a pirate murder. It's more of a murder on land. If that
is it sort
clarifies
of?
it.
Is it war? Is it like psychopath? Or is
Psychopath.
it? Okay. So this person just likes cutting people up, and
What are you looking at?
okay, I picked the wrong fucking broad immediately.
Or the right one.
Why? Is it because of her token, Jack? Is that why you picked her?
No, I
She
picked her
likes to
because
murder
she
people.
was on. She was deliberately one of the people who was hanging out with the higher echelon people when we first got onto the ship. Specifically,
Oh.
so I wondered if I could try and get one of the most hostile people on our side earlier
Well,
on.
I mean, let me see. What are you attempting to do today? You just attempted to copy her, right? And not
Effectively,
actually
yeah. I'm
interact with
just
her?
well. I mean, I've got to work with her anyway, so I thought maybe I'd just don't dive straight to the deep end and figure out how to coexist with the craziest people in the ship.
Here's what we're doing. We're doing upper rigging work, or we're doing lookout work, and she's up there with you. Roll me a athletics, then perception to see how you do. And as she's there with you, you can attempt a murder lore. That's the first one.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've got one of those, obviously.
I will allow diplomacy, deception, intimidation as well to chatter up and see what you can do. But do me the work first.
Sure. Let's have a look.
You can't climb up.
This is really hurting Maisie's pride, but she doesn't show that on her face because that would give the game away too early. You know what? Since I know she's a murderer, I'm gonna try and ask her about all of her murders to see if she'll start chatting. Also, well, not ask her specifically, but rather try and get her talking about things she likes talking about.
Okay.
Hey, I heard you like murder. Would you like to do a murder in this crow's nest?
Not really. Not quite that.
Okay, just attempt a diplomacy.
I'm gonna
check
use
for me.
pointed question for this.
Ooh, look at that. Attempt a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy.
Yeah, don't worry about the roll DC. Actually, you could, I guess. It's fine. Go for it. All right, I guess, and it's a +2 bonus to what?
It's a critical success, but this
Must direct. If you could choose to lie to you. Okay, I see what you're saying.
basically I'm trying to get her to. I think trying to get her talking so that I can gain information from her without her being unpleasant with me.
My first kill was my first boyfriend. He was so nice, but I just didn't like his face, so I grabbed his neck and stuck it under the tub. It was great. Felt like I was alive.
Okay. I'm going to take notes so I can do therapy in all of these pirates going forwards. There's some kind of ongoing childhood issues that led up to her wanting to kill people, and we're going to work those knots out.
It was so good. And then my second murder. And she continues.
Well, we don't need to hear about all of them, Pablo. We know that you've got a lot of murders on your mind that you remember vividly.
I will consider that a success, though, and I will put her to unfriendly from hostile. As,
nice.
You know, she will.
I still haven't done the job very well, but I'm hoping since she's one of the higher echelon people, me being slightly more friends with her will distract from the fact that I've fucked up my job.
Oh, you did fuck up. You couldn't even climb up. I think, what if I tell Master Scourge on you? Would you like that?
Do you want to whip me instead?
She grins wickedly. And you know what? I'll just do an arm strike damage here. Crunch. Oh, I targeted hers. Oops.
Just into her own face.
All right, that'll be your punishment for. I'll take that as your punishment. Okay, Jack. That was great. I love that.
Just grit through the pain.
Who else? What do we got? Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying. Sue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sue, your cook's task for the day is cooking assisting. Let me see if he's drunk. He is drunk. No check is required if he's sober, but
It's been a kind of a rough day since he got keel hauled and stuff. Go ahead and
go ahead and roll me a cooking lore.
You sit down, old man, and I will cook. The biggest cook that I've ever cooked. I don't like that
wow.
roll.
You still succeeded. I mean, okay.
I was going to say I do want to do some influencey thing as well.
Yeah, who would you like to influence? You can either attempt Fishgroat or Grok or anybody else on the ship.
Yeah, cutthroat grok. So I'm going to kind of put some of the bits that I'm cooking with aside. Like if there's any like fruity kind of things, I'm going to put those to the side as the day goes on, and kind of aim to make a bit of an ice cream at the end of it, using like my chilling spray to chill some water and or to freeze water and fruit, mash it all together, and then just be like, I have made you an exciting new piece of edible delectables that I have discovered recently, and you look like the type of person that needs something that isn't prepared by crop.
I do apologize. I missed. Who are you referring to?
Grok.
Grok.
Cutthroat grok. Oh, it's this person right here.
Yeah. Sorry. She looks at you and
you made me ice cream.
I did. It's moderately delectable.
You're the new cook, aren't you?
I am the one and the only cook that you will ever need in your life.
I liked your turtle soup yesterday, actually. That was not too bad.
It was all about the searing of the meat. Just that extra second, the right temperature, really gets the flavor out.
Let me try this ice cream.
Roll me a cooking lore as an influence check.
I was not prepared to roll dice. Don't know why, but
yeah, well done. She has a higher will DC than the average swab, but
this is acceptable.
Why, thank you.
Bad. Oh, yeah. You're friends with Croup. Well, you've been treating Croup nicely. I've seen you do that.
I like that. Technically, you have a +2 circumstance bonus if you treat Croup nicely.
He deserves the rest. I understand he has been through the works cooking for this entire crew for so long. He was not made to cook. I am.
Well, keep it up.
She will go. Already, damn, from indifferent to friendly. At least to you, particularly. I won't necessarily say it's for the entire party. Some of these are for the entire party. Cutthroat Grog specifically is just you for now. Yeah? So, but she definitely gives you a nice look, and she does like the ice cream. So, all right. Moving on. What do we got? Leogan, Eric, and Jaren left. Okay. Elizabeth, what would you like to do for today? Well, let me give you a task as well. You're a swab. Ooh, you get the nasty one. However, this one, I will say to make if you want to influence somebody, yeah. What would you like to do? Is a question.
Well, I'd like to eavesdrop.
Excellent. It is difficult eavesdropping in the bilges, so you're going to have to... The bilges are... I think I have a picture of the bilges, actually. Yeah, here we go. It's obviously on the map there, but these are disgusting... Has it loaded?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not loading for me, ironically. There we go. These are disgusting. I don't think there's a random ship here, but, you know. You'll have to kind of spend a little time out of the bilges and possibly wandering around deck.
Get a breath of air.
Yeah, get a breath of air. So, let's do the eavesdrop deal. You get a -1 to your check, by the way, which is fine, but go ahead and roll me a perception check to listen in on some spicy conversations. That was a private
sorry.
roll. Yeah.
Perception.
Private rolls. He's up to something.
Yeah. Do I take the eye patch penalty for this?
No, you're listening.
The ear patch penalty.
The eye patch penalty. Yeah, the ear patch penalty. Okay. The one conversation you hear amongst officers is... let me double check. Okay. You hear Peppery Longfarthing talking to Kipper. I think. Let me double check if they're talkable. Yeah, it's fine. Two officers chatting.
Can't believe he escaped the Chilaxians. Yeah, I don't know how he did it. Seems to have cost him an entire ship and crew, though. Well, glad we got other people in port peril, because this fucking ship was so short-handed. Loss of his other ships. Harrigan is having to rebuild from scratch. Yeah. I think previous ship was intended to be sold as a prize, but... Well, no, this ship was intended to be sold as a prize. Anyway, I don't know how he escaped. So, that is the information you get. If you want to write it down, I would recommend you do that.
Wow. High stakes Harrigan used to have a ship.
So, that is kind of the information you get that at a first glance. It's pretty... You don't know how relevant this information is, Elizabeth, but roll me the bilges check with a -1 circumstance penalty, please. Not bad. You do the vile and sweaty work. You also need the fortitude save, as it is a bit of a nasty endeavor.
Oh wait, I must have did I read it before? Or is this different? Do I have to make both
you
checks?
got to make both. Yeah, both just suck.
Athletics and fortitude.
Yep, that's stuck on there all right.
Mm-hmm. We'll get to your oh, thank you. We'll get to your thing in your punishment, or should we do it now? Let's do it now, as you failed to properly clean out the bilges, Elizabeth. Master Scourge walks down. How are we doing?
Look, I would need explosives to clear this stuff out. Look at this. This is basically rock at this point, isn't it?
Are you offering excuses?
Explanations, I suppose.
You are going to spend the night working here and cleaning the shit out of the shit. Do you understand me?
Well, I don't know if time is going to make a difference, but...
Master Scourge flexes his whip.
Sorry, what did you say?
I must have been speaking to myself.
And he will whip you anyway. and then turns around and leaves. You are to work the villages throughout the night. Anything you say or do or react as he does whip you anyway?
Put him on the list.
God, he's such an asshole. All right. We're missing Leogan and Doctor.
Yes.
Hold on. It's Doctor's turn. I'm just rolling randomly. So, Doctor, you're swabbing.
No.
I thought
Yeah.
you were. Yeah. All right. Easy enough. Swab the decks.
And part of my other action, I am going to snoop. Look for Peanut. Wherever Peanut's being held.
Excellent. Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Does Peanut make any noise whatsoever? Does she do anything?
She can.
Okay.
It depends on if
Hi,
where
I'm
she
Peanut.
thinks.
Sorry. You can voice her. It's fine. Where is
How
she?
dare you? No. Wherever they. Where I don't know. Where is she?
Roll me a
Pablo?
perception. Yeah. You
need to change
hear.
the dice. That was Zeresso's dice.
You will ascertain after a little bit of snooping. The Peanut is in a chest in Cutthroat Rock's domain.
Peanut. Keeping Peanut in a chest is not good. She's claustrophobic.
And then due to your snoop, make normal checks. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fortitude. We'll do the fortitude.
Easy enough to swab the decks. It's a boring ass day, and you spent a little time ascertaining where Peanut is. But for the most part, all that is done. Leogan!
Yeah.
You are a rigger. We're going to do
I am a rigger.
rigging repair.
Okay.
Watch him smash this out of the park as well.
It's one and the next.
Yeah.
And then what is your action?
I'm trying to decide. I'll probably be shirking. I'm gonna shirk. And that will be Ratline. Talk to me about Ratline.
Ratline. Is shirking technically? I guess. Oh,
I
you get a
am
plus
not
2
doing a particularly good job, so that I get the bonus on attempting
on
to
attempted.
chat
I
up.
see. It does give you a bonus. Yes. Let me find Ratline. Ratline. There we go. Ratline is. It's the best picture I could get, but he looks like a male, rat-faced. We'll say a halfling. Fuck it. With long arms and 3 missing fingers. I might actually use Edwin's tokens for this one. I should have done that, but that's fine. He is a rigger and is got 3 missing fingers.
All right.
At least from from the first glance you see him. What do you say? What do you do?
Well, first let's figure out if I'm even going to be doing a good job. I'm going to add an armor check penalty for the -1 shirk penalty.
Works for me.
I will re-roll that with a hero point.
Ooh, due to your excessive time chatting or attempting to chat with Ratline, you will fail that.
And then this other part. See what happens here. Hey, I did the other half of it. All right. So.
Well, if you can't well, I guess you can climb eventually, but you'll be slower at climbing or making a mess of that. Yes.
Yeah. And then the conversation. So we're working. I'm climbing up. I'm gonna yeah. So yeah, I think I'll just be been working on the ship long. Is this your first time? This place sucks, as I think one of our compatriots mentioned.
You get used to the job, and honestly, once you get some booty, it's all worth it. Have you drunk the rum?
Oh yeah. Well, what kind of what you're talking about? How many raids is this? Does the Wormwood, terror of the high seas, terrorizing the countryside, burninating the peasants? What kind of battles are we likely to do? And at this point, again, because I've failed this, ostentatiously leaning against the mast instead of actually helping.
Mr. Ratline tells you, well, first you gotta find another ship, right? That's the best bounty. Sometimes we kill all the crew, sometimes we capture them. But merchant ships specifically, have amazing things. Sometimes they just have furniture, which kind of sucks, but eventually you get the big haul, right? Find chests full of gold. But do roll me that influence check, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm working on it. There we go. And that. All right. Hey, I didn't even need to shirk, probably.
You managed to have a nice conversation with Bretline. He tells you a little bit about the pirate life, making your imagination go wild, as you could see maybe yourself doing some of the stuff. He does try to convince you it's not all that bad. Yeah, you've been press gang, sure, but eventually you'll make up for it with plunder and booty. And if you get into not all the officers are gonna. In fact, you'll have to just work, man. Just work. But you will.
Yeah, I get it. As the bards sometimes say, I didn't choose the pirate life. The pirate life chose me, and I'll hold up my hand that has the branded, like from the Chilaxian Navy, the branded mark of a captured pirate.
That's interesting. Huh. So you are a pirate, if not by blood, then by design, yes?
Well, not by necessarily initial choice, but life seems to suit me. Sometimes you get to choose. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes it's chosen for you.
Well, hopefully you'll make a good pirate. Bismarck willing.
Yeah, hopefully. Queen Bess willing. Listen, I don't want to get in your way.
What the fuck are you doing up there?
I'm trying to practice my shirking.
Oh, this guy.
Are you saying I'm doing a bad job at shirking, meaning I'm doing a good job at doing a good job?
Master Scourge turns slightly red, and whenever you come down at the end of the day...
It's okay, I'll use smaller words if that makes it easier for you.
We'll whip you a couple of times here, which we will...
Someone needs to take that away from him.
Oh, sorry. Why did I target High Stakes? Sorry, High Stakes. It's not you. It's the Ogun.
You make me so mad, I'm gonna whip that guy!
Come down here right now, or I'll beat everybody else.
Not give me.
Double whip for that.
I'm gonna tell you something I'm sure you've heard in a whorehouse before. Have you started yet?
He'll whip you one last time.
Are you out yet?
No.
Oh, nice. What are you on?
Not much. But he doesn't know that.
Roll me deception, Leogan. I
That's
want
the
to.
one.
I want to make sure your pain is not showing.
You like pain?
Doesn't hurt, huh?
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt as much as my pride hurts after getting press ganged by an absolute colostomy bag like you.
I'll let you roll intimidation. If you fail, he will whip you one more time.
Would be a colostomy.
I'll probably hero point that one.
Okay.
That's worse.
As you fall unconscious,
Yep.
you are stable. Yeah. You can.
Can I try and take some of that for him?
You're a rigger too,
Or-
yeah. I guess. Do you like step in front?
Nah, because then I'd be dead instead.
Unconscious. Unconscious.
Unconscious.
He's unconscious and stable. It's non-lethal.
I'm
damage.
gonna realize this, and I'm just gonna sort of finish up whatever Sly was doing and slide down the ropes to put him somewhere he's not gonna like suffocate to death in a weird position.
Yeah. You can. So I guess the day's over anyway. So at this point in time,
He's not like dying, is
no,
he?
no. Again, non-lethal, guys. These are non-lethal whips, which is good for you. Unless, of course, mechanically I can hit you while you're down and you're still be kind of starting to die.
When I walk downstairs, do I see them all sort of arguing over whether or not they're going to get Peanut back?
Yeah, you guys are allowed to, before we do the night shift, talk amongst each other. And I know there is a conversation going on in text chat, but feel free to we'll do a freeform role play around dinner as you guys eat Seuss's whatever he cooked today. I don't know what are pirates? Rash. I don't know.
Can I?
Hardtack. Yeah, go ahead.
So have they stopped arguing with Grok and have started arguing with each other at this point?
Oh, we were never arguing with Grok.
Oh, you were never arguing with Grok. Okay. In that case, I'm going to wander up to where Grok is guarding all of the stuff. And I'd say...
Hey, so this is where all the stuff got nicked, yeah?
Okay.
Is that a thing I can't
No, you can do that at night after this. I'm allowing you guys
Oh,
to
I
talk amongst
see.
yourselves if you want to, and then
Right,
you can do that
sorry,
at night.
never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, all good. I would say you could have done that during the day and gone to the quartermaster as part of a ship action. Not to be super mechanical about it.
Are we in night activities now?
We're in between day and night activities. We're allowed to. You guys can chat to each other amongst dinner while you're having dinner. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I have made friends with this Grok. She likes ice cream.
She does like ice cream. Does she like money as well?
We're on a pirate ship. I would
Fair.
assume most people enjoy money here. On some way, shape, or form.
Also, Elizabeth, you do take a break from the bilges. You can also join before doing the bilges at night. So.
Well, if I can convince her to release some of the possessions that have been absconded with, I shall do so.
Hey,
I'd
Crane.
like a list of priority items.
How important is this robot to you anyway? I can see you're going slightly mental, but is it really all that much?
It's a matter of life and death.
All right.
I must save my brothering from imprisonment within a tiny box.
Okay, well, before either of you go on some kind... I've had enough of fucking murderous lunatics today, so I might genuinely just go and sort this problem out right now.
That Erica girl, the pale one, had an idea, right?
Yeah, well, I've got a simpler one. Pay her for the bot.
With what money?
I've got money.
How the hell do you have money?
Because I'm smart, dipshit.
That means we can mug her. Let's press gang her again.
Right, you're the whore, right?
Among other things, but yes.
Smart. Ship full of horny pirates. Yeah, that's a lucrative business.
I should be, but you'd be surprised to learn that it's not been very useful so far.
We've only been on the sea for a few days.
Well, if
True.
you can try, and if it doesn't work, I have a more explosive way of getting her out.
Maybe let's not do that in the middle of the ocean.
Where are you even going to hide this robot if you get it back?
Why hide it? It's useful. If you can
The
convince
item is
people that
given
it's
freely
useful.
by the quartermaster, then it should be rightfully used. If
Yeah.
it is taken illicitly, then it might be a more difficult situation.
I don't think it counts as stealing as you pay for it. So let's just make it simple.
Try it, because I'm getting awful close to shaving my own spleen.
Oh, you hang around here and you do that, and I'll get your bot for you.
You're gonna help me, right, Harrigan?
If I say no, are you gonna start shaving my spleen?
No.
I think he
Maybe.
wants you to help him shave his own spleen.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I mean, I'm not exactly opposite, but I'd rather not.
Okay.
But yeah, sure. I'll. You know what? If it makes you feel whole again, yeah, sure. Why not?
Good. If this doesn't work, Maisie, hurry up. If this doesn't work, we're gonna shave
it's-
my spleen.
It's gonna make a hole, all right. Okay.
I've got some leftover ice cream for you, Mr. Doctor.
Maisie, I will say, technically, well, it doesn't matter. You can go to the quartermaster. She'll stay up. She'll be here a little late today, so that's fine. That'll be your night action. I
Sure,
will
works
say,
for me.
I will say yeah, you will have a little less rest today, but you don't have fatigue, so that's fine. So,
Should we do that now, or should we wait until a bit later?
I don't know if you guys want to continue role playing. You're more than welcome to. Up to you guys. Otherwise, you could do your night actions now.
I'm gonna wait. What are
Okay.
the night actions again?
They're
Okay.
they're over there. So people
Sweet
are.
candle and
I presume we
anything.
can just sort of free bomb if we want to with the night actions, as
Yeah.
opposed to doing one of the mandated tasks.
No, you can do whatever. Like overall, the things the pirates are basically gambling, and Rosie is like singing for them, so they're hanging out at night. You can sleep early or do something that you want. In fact, Maisie, just do your thing with Cutthroat. What would you like
Yeah.
to do?
I'm going to wander up to, whilst she's sort of packing up to lock everything up, I'm going to wander up and just say,
So is this where they stashed all the shite they stole from everyone?
Stuff is the ship's or the captain's property now. If you want to
Oh
buy
no,
it.
I'm sure it is. I'm coming to purchase something.
What do you want?
You know that bot down there? The weird metal bloke with the orangey head.
That thing?
Medic says it'll be useful. I trust him. It'll be
10
useful for everyone, but
10 gold.
10 gold. Now, 10 gold is quite a lot for a very extreme service for the ship. Besides, I hear there's a whole lot of ice cream to be made if we can get everyone up and running to their peak performance.
She narrows her eyes. Roll me a diplomacy check.
Joke's on her. The ice cream was laced with cocaine.
That's the best course of action. By the way, if no one else did it, I would have woken up Leogan, so...
Yeah. I hope we did.
I mean, no, I'm still at 0 unless anybody's got any healing.
Please, please, please. Yes!
5 gold.
Works for me.
I'm gonna roll onto my fingers as though they were cupped in my palm, and between each one, sort of like a poker chip, I'm gonna have a gold piece, and then toss them to her one at a time.
And a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, take your peanut. Or take your robot.
Thank you kindly.
Go ahead, Eric.
Part of her activity, Elizabeth would like to come up as Maze is, talking with Grok, presumably as they're finishing, and saying, "Oh, I didn't know you were coming up here. I was just looking to see if I could use the few coins I found to purchase some playing cards."
I have some for sale, yes.
So, a quick question. How do we earn money when we're on the ship?
Booty.
Playing
Oh,
cards are
that's
5 silver technically.
seems simple
5
enough.
silver. Oh, Besmara's not with me today.
You want a loan?
Oh, I suppose that would be fortuitous. By the
Um,
way, Maisie, have you heard about the captain's recent activities?
Other than he's been very busy, what was it? Slamming down that Tarun woman, big style. Not really.
Lost a whole ship? Prisoners escaping? Oh, apparently it was quite a calamity. Master Scourge let slip earlier while he was giving me the business. I swear that man must be cursed by Besmara himself.
He does like to hire the sadistic types. I've been chatting up one of his other riggers earlier. It seems he's a big fan of the violent types that can get him what he wants when he wants it.
Leogan, did you get hacked?
Did I get hacked?
What are you writing?
Well, earlier I was writing a classic sea shanty by Devo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then do you True Love, like the true love from Princess Bride when he was dying and they were like, why do you deserve to live?
Okay. Sorry.
Because Cain was debating whether or not to shave a spleen or actually do healing. So that was my attempted persuasion check from unconsciousness.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted.
I'm gonna lend Elizabeth 5 silver, which brings me down to 2 gold pieces. And then, as we're talking, I'm gonna sort of triumphantly shoulder ride this little robot on my incredibly tall frame down the stairs and sort of parade it around the room, and then bring it to Dr. Crane.
What on earth was that thing she was carrying?
Oh my. Peanut! Yes! Peanut just sort of looks up at Dr. Crane.
The boy is coming home. Yes, he is.
Thank you. Thank you, Maisie. I owe you everything.
You owe me 5 gold.
Okay, I can do that. Hi, Peanut. Hello, Doctor. How are you? I was in a box for a while. It sucked. Did you kill anyone? No.
Not for lack of trying.
Got
The
this
opposite,
close.
really.
Got this close to shaving some spleens, though.
I would like to make that as my night activity, an influence attempt on Grok.
You were told
that
to
whole
do the
exchange.
bilges. You can do that, but I think if Scourge catches you, you will be punished. So that's up to you if you want to do that.
Oh.
You were told to do
see.
the bilges at night. Like that was your punishment. So that's up to you if you are to.
Well, I've kind of
I
given
could do
up
the
on
builders for you.
I could do it for you.
Well,
Hey, why don't we all go down there? Get it done quickly.
I do not
good
need
luck.
to
You're
cheat.
going to need a pickaxe or something heavier.
Oh, I can lift a pickaxe.
I have welding tools.
What do I have?
That's up to you guys if you want to help her. You will all be fatigued, and fatigue doesn't necessarily incur a -1 penalty to skill checks, but I will incur a -1 penalty to skill checks the next day because I think that's fair. So there we go.
No.
Sure, fuck it.
I don't need to sleep for any more than 2 hours.
Okay. Well,
So that's why I was offering because
then roll me that athletics.
If I help Elizabeth, can I remove her fatigued condition for tomorrow?
Damn, Sue, you got some athletics.
I'll just be doing whatever I need, but I'll be using my energy beam to
Talk as
just.
Peanut.
If I aid Elizabeth with this, can I remove
Oh,
her?
maybe I have a
fatigued condition?
setting set up. Okay, if you hate Elizabeth, well, okay. Really quickly, what happens is Elizabeth. Do you want to influence Grok?
Yeah, I assume we had this bilge conversation a little bit earlier, and Elizabeth is trying to make her move here. And as Maze kind of walks away triumphantly with the robot, Elizabeth will finish getting her cards with the conversation they had in front of Grok, and also Elizabeth will get her cards, and she'll kind of shuffle them a little bit, and she'd like to try to shuffle them convincingly in a way that puts the ace of spades on top. And as kind of a parting gesture with Grok, she'll go, "Well, a lot of unfortunate winds blowing around. Care to try your luck? One card?"
Let's attempt a diplomacy check. She's busy packing up. Let's see if she even accepts your offer.
I'll hero point it.
It's fine. I've got stuff to do. Plus, I don't believe in cards. Bring back fate sometimes.
She looks at you suspiciously.
Too true.
Sorry.
As she packs up the remainder of her stuff, and we'll go to her resting place. Let's do the night activities quickly, guys. We're above session time, so let's see here what we got. Elizabeth, you attempted to influence Groth. I will say Scourge comes up later and asks why the fuck you're not cleaning the bilges. You say Sue is doing it. He will just shrug. As long as somebody does it. And Sue is spending the night doing that and does a decent job. Leogan, any night activity?
Yeah, I was gonna actually try to talk with Grok, but if she's already closed up, I can't do that. So instead, I'm gonna just try to entertain the crew to make it easier tomorrow to influence them.
Okay. That is a performance, I think. Yes. Give that a shot.
Hold on, we're gonna go. Yeah, we'll do this one. To the tune of the Ballad of the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald from Gordon Lightfoot. Do a little performance. Let's see how it goes.
DC 15.
I will hero point it.
Mm-hmm.
My last hero point. Hey, that's exactly the DC.
Success. You get a +1 tomorrow, and remember this for next session to influence. And most of the crew, I will say, some people aren't listening, but I can't figure out who is listening, who is not. But we'll just give you a +1 for tomorrow. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Leogan. High stakes. Any night activity?
Apart from getting Peanut back.
Yeah, I think technically Maisie did that as a night activity. So.
All right. I mean, I guess influence or
Sure.
yeah, sure, why not?
Who would you like to influence?
Rosie again.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure.
She sounded cool.
Rosie, see that girl? She got the damn robot back. Why couldn't she get my fiddle back? You know? Fuck.
I mean, was your fiddle claustrophobic as well?
It is my baby. It might be.
Well, you know what? Sure, why not? I'll help you get her fiddle back.
Dude, high five. She will hand you a high five. I will.
I mean, at least it's gonna, muffle the sound of me singing.
Right?
So that alone makes it worth it, right?
I will change your attitude to helpful without a skill check, as you did promise to get her fiddle back. She's gonna obviously hope that you are bound on that, like you maintain that promise, right? And that'll be we'll decide. We'll see if you do get the fiddle back next session. Obviously, if you don't, she's gonna not like that. If that makes sense, yeah. So.
Yeah, that does make perfect sense.
Yeah. Dr. Crane, I think you're the only one left for a night activity. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick treat wounds on Maisie, if I may.
You can do that, but that's not a night activity. You can do that anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
Night activity, influence an NPC. All right, this might hurt a little, Maisie.
Doesn't hurt that much.
So I was thinking if Jack wants this, since Maisie helped Dr. Crane get Peanut back, I was going to assist Maisie and give Jack his night activity back and then do an aid check on whatever it was. If that's possible. If not, I will choose something else.
You want to donate your night activity to Maisie. I just don't know how you can donate time to someone, if that makes sense, right?
Well, to be fair, the first thing that I did didn't take very long. So if that's what he wants.
Just,
I mean, it's up to you, obviously.
What do you
I'm
want?
happy
What
to
would
take
you
it.
want to do for the rest of the night, Maisie?
Well, that's a weird one, right? Because I just want to sort of interact with more people. Realistically, I would have preferred to have had a role on Grok to improve relations, or get a chance to bump into Corky Taroon.
I will say there's plenty of days in the time, so I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say no, Dr. Crane.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
go ahead and do your thing, and then
Maybe you could run a clinic and try and get people on the good side, given that you're so good at
well,
medicine.
I am going to try and influence the ship surgeon slash whatever you call the person.
Just do that.
Shipwright.
so
Set up a clinic. Have
the
everyone-
ship surgeon. I think it was Habley does not even look at your direction. He is not anywhere near, and will be unable to be. Unfortunately, I know he's on the list, but other than a brief kind of like interaction you might have with him, where he just let me see what he says or does. Let's see, what is his name? Habley.
Because I'm happily.
He'll be under rest. He's under the rest.
Yeah. There we go. The only thing he gives you is advice. He says, you know those whips people are getting? Yeah, don't get whipped while you're down. Because even if those whips don't kill you, they might still kill you. If you get my gist.
Oh, yeah.
You know that, right?
Because they don't clean them.
Well, if someone's helpless and on the floor and they're getting whipped, their organs might be ruptured.
Like their spleen.
Like their spleen. You will gain immediate help. No, I'm kidding. No, but you caught him heading towards the officers' quarters, and unfortunately, he is unable to be influenced at this point. So you can try somebody else. I will say they did put I would say most. Yeah, go ahead.
I will try, since she seemed to be the most helpful initially, and Dr. Crane has his mental faculties a bit more in place, with Peanut being the anchor, the walls, the foundation. He's gonna go up to Sundara.
Hey!
Hi there.
You got your Peanut back.
Yeah. She's great, isn't she?
That's amazing. Listen, I'm in the good graces with... you could have just asked me. I'm in Grok's good graces. I could probably get you something from there. Is there anything you're missing as well? Or is Peanut missing anything?
Yeah, actually. I had a repair kit and some alchemy tools and a pistol.
Roll me a diplomacy check, or actually for her, nah, don't worry about it. She will just smile. I'll get you something. Not your pistol, obviously. They're not gonna let you have a weapon, but maybe how about
The repair tools would be really nice because Peanut, she works on me, I work on her. It's mutually beneficial.
Okay, I'll talk to Grok tomorrow. I'll make something up. Don't worry, I got you. She will clasp your hand and smile. I like you guys.
He just kind of stares down at her hand for a second, looks back up at her. You're the first person that's touched me in like 10 years.
Oh, ew, okay, all right. We'll work on that.
I think I'm in love, Peanut.
Okay. Sundara will wander off and remind me
Become
for next
confirmed.
session to maybe potentially grab you her. I'll have to roll for her as well, but you know, should be fine. Was that everybody's night activity? I don't know if I'm keeping track of everybody here. I think so. Everybody speak up if I haven't done your night activity.
No, I did mine.
I think so.
Okay.
I did Elizabeth's.
All right. We are a little bit above session time, so I'm going to call the session here. At the end of day 2, you guys will rest. And yeah, and then reminder for
Writing that
repair
track.
kit. All right. We'll rest and we'll start with day 3 tomorrow or next week. Damn, that was a fast session. All right. Thank you for watching YouTube. Like and subscribe. Bye.
Notification.